closed.
You don't look the sort who can afford to turn down legitimate work.
What do you want?
How about we start with a light?
Well, you got a name, miss?
Elizabeth. You can call me Elizabeth.
What can I do for you?
There's a girl who needs to be found. Maybe you've seen her.
This girl. This girl's dead.
You know her.
You'll see dozens of her tied down by the docks or the slums in Apollo Square. Orphans. With Fontaine's charity shut. No place for them.
But her you know.
As I said, girl's dead.
Lost.
Look, I don't know where you get...
Lost isn't dead. Name your rate, I will pay you for this work. But you do this one gratis, wouldn't you?
I don't follow.
Something tells me you will. Seems my instincts were correct.
Where's Sally?
I don't know, but I know someone who does. Follow me.
Dobrý den, dámy a pánové, já vás vítám u hry Bioshock Infinite, respektive u DLCčka Burial of the Sea, Episode 1. Bylo to hodně lidí to chtělo, abych to začal natáčet, a teď jak byly vánoční slevy, tak konečně byl zlevněný Season Pass natolik, abych si ho koupil, byl asi za 5 euro. Season Pass, pro ty neví, co to znamená, tak to je vlastně jako předplatné, že postupně, co budou vycházet všechny DLCčka k dané hře, tak vám se automaticky budou ukládat do knihovny Steamu. Tak to je Season Pass. Tak, a vidíte, jsme v Rapture v roce 1958 na Silvestra. A vidíte, že Elizabeth o dost zestárla oproti minulu, nebo od hlavního příběhu, a začala kouřit, ale vyrostla z ní pěkná mladá slečna a chce, aby jsme ji tam následovali. Ježiš, jak zase bylo to ovládání. A musíme něco zjistit o nějakým Sally, to je on asi, že jo. OK, tak pojď. Musím říct, že je úplně nádherná grafika.
Me a man with your particular talents could be useful.
Jo, já určitě ti pomůžu. Tak, teď se tady můžeme podívat do Rapture. V engineu by se dalo říci Bioshock Infinite. A moc pěkně to tady udělaný. Jsem to opravdu zvědavý. Čau paní. Sem nemůžeme, OK, tak. Jdeme dál. Ale jak mu tady leští boty. Hatě, to je příjemný, viď? To je dobrý, já nemusím mít tady tu autograf. Nebo autogram, respektive česky, když bych to takhle měl říct. OK, můžu to vzít? OK. Bych zajímal, na co ty všichni lidi tady čekají teda. Počkej, můžu to vybrat? OK, já ještě hned tam půjdeme, jenom se ještě podívám tady.
Anything you say, pal.
If I was running things, I'd say, why just one city? Why not two, eh? Why not three?
Tak nebo vůbec ten ruský přízvuk, ale nehodí teda. Ale my jsme ukradli nějaký náramek. OK. OK, ale to už by stačilo, jdeme teda s Alice. Tam kam máme. A můžeme jít teda. Ale Little Sisters. Little Wonders Education Facility. Yeah. Ale zpívaj.
Where have you been? Cabin in Arcadia? Little Sisters. Atom factories.
It's grotesque.
Jo, to jsou Little Sisters. Elizabeth, to by si měla zvyknout pomalu. Do řubu. Tak jo. Mám, že o nich něco ještě teda zjistíme, o těch Little Sisters. Hlavně pro Elizabeth teda. Ale Big Daddy, jej!
What do they even look like under those suits?
What you mean? They're just some kind of machine?
To nejsou jenom machine, tam jsou lidi v tom, ale víš. Tak, všechno sebereme. Ok, děkuji. Ale můžu sem, nice. Něco tady schovaného pro mě. Hele, to jsme dlouho neměli, audiolog. Tak si ho pustíme.
Ryan's been good to me. Few are the patrons who truly understand the struggle of the artist. But even I was a little leery when he shuttered Fontaine's business and sent that bald buck to a grave deep in the briny. But when Ryan buried all of Fontaine's pals in that department store, someone had to find a home for all those freshly minted orphans. And if I turned $1 or $2 in the process, you can hardly blame me for doing well by doing good.
OK, mluví o tom zakladateli Rapture, že určitě kdo sledoval můj první nebo druhý díl Bioshocku, tak určitě ví, o čem mluvím. O Fontainovi. Tak tam půjdeme za chvíli. Čau pane, hele. Proč tam nemůžu? Nevadí. Nikdo mě tady nemá rád, stejně jako ty v Kolumbii.
How long have you been in Rapture?
Let's just say I don't get out much.
You've got eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. DeWitt, I would write my memoirs. If I learned anything about Rapture, that it was a place where people understood to mind their own business.
Where are we headed?
The man we need to see is in the Garden of the Muses.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. DeWitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl, I suggest you avail yourself of it.
OK. Elizabeth nějak moc nezajímá, koukám život tady v Rapture City, ale ví, kde je náš cíl, což je trošku podivné.
Where are you taking me?
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables and...
She disappeared.
And?
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
You see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm taking you to one of them. Mr. DeWitt, you all right?
I'm fine. Just get these spells sometimes. It'll pass.
Refreshments, sir? Madam?
We're fine, thanks.
OK, takže opravdu ta holčička, kterou hledáme, tak není asi tak mrtvá, jak nám všichni říkají, a Elizabeth ví něco navíc. A líbil se mi ten pán, jak se takhle teleportuje vždycky a jestli nepotřebujeme zapálit, což je super. Tak my musíme kudy. OK, tudy. Tam půjdeme za chvíli, ale pane, asi pán pije martiny podle té skleničky. Golden Rule. Ale moje, děkuji. Ha, $2 už, ty jsme bohatý úplně. Ticho buď. Půjdeme, až já řeknu, že půjdeme. Dobrý den, potřebuju nový oblek.
Buongiorno, signore.
Bonjour. Hele, já věděl, že tady něco bude. Moje, hele, další audiolog.
Suchang observed strangest of coincidences. On other side of a window, man in strange hat experimenting on Suchang's own creation. On plasmid. Man name of Fink. Outrage! Theft of intellectual property! But man name of a Fink is no fool. Through addition of oxidizing agent, turns plasmid Ingestible through stomach lining. Mr. Ryan very
Let's
impressed
quit
with
while you're ahead.
theft of intellectual property. Two-way street.
Samozřejmě, jenom půjdeme dál, jenom jak si zahraju tady to automaty. Je gambler! To dá se vůbec vyhrát tady, tyjo. OK, vyhráli jsme něco, ale to už nechci hrát dál, protože my jsme prohráli všechny peníze, ale co to je? Artist Struggle. Dobrý den. Muzea, ty mě vždycky tak strašně... Ty mě vždycky tak bavili. Ne vždycky. Tak. Jdeme dál. Tak Alice, kudy?
We'll find my source inside of that club.
Cohen? What does that lunatic have to do with Sally?
Which business do you represent, sir?
Business?
Yes, which business?
DeWitt Investigations.
Mr. Cohen does not truck with private detectives. Masks of Invitation went to artists and craftsmen alone.
I'm with the artist struggle. We're expected.
No mask, no entry.
Stuffed shirt.
These invitation masks he spoke of. They must have gone out to local artisans.
Well, I guess we'll have to persuade someone to loan us one.
The business of Rapture is business. Says it's sponsored by the artist struggle, the Golden Rule, and Rapture Records.
I guess those stores would be as good a place to start as any.
Private party. No.
OK, takže musíme získat nějakou masku, která je potřeba pro vstup do tohoto klubu. A co je tohleto? Check the Golden Rule for Mask, Rapture. Aha, takže oni jsou nějaké 3 různé obchody, kde asi máme získat tu danou masku. Tak uvidíme. No a to jsou ty masky přece, jak jsme s nimi bojovali, nebo jak všichni měli v jedničce a ve dvojce, že jo? Takže jdeme první obchod teda navštívit.
Brought you to Rapture.
A man.
Really? You don't strike me as the romantic type.
Wasn't that kind of man.
Then what?
There's a debt that needs repaying.
I've known my share of Shylocks. You're no Shylock.
Wasn't that kind of debt. Invitations to Cohen shows are highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can figure out a way to distract the store owner while I take a look around?
You just find the mask. Leave the distractions to me.
Welcome.
Excuse me. Lady has some questions for you.
Yes, of course.
I'm interested in this piece.
Ah, excellent. You've an eye, haven't you, miss? It's a natural sapphire and diamond, 18-karat gold ring, fully hallmarked for Paris, 1887.
Tak mezi tím, co tady bude...
Excuse me, sir.
That's a lot of fine talk about a stolen ring.
I beg your pardon.
Zatímco ona se tam s ním bude bavit, tak my si musíme získat hlavně masku nějakou. Ale tady něco je. Prachy.
Must be somewhere else.
You hand the ring back, the matter will remain between you and me.
Hit the bricks, you tramp, or I'll see to it.
Tak rychle pryč, rychle pryč.
Your hands!
Co si ní děláš? Jak ona kopla?
Might be best if we were gone when he wakes up.
To bylo asi lepší, no.
Nothing. Let's find another shop.
OK, takže to bylo jasný, že to v tomhletom obchodě určitě nebude.
Upstairs at the artist struggle or Rapture Records straight ahead?
Tady budeme nejdřív sem, Rapture Records. To je dobrý, jak ona ho tam obvinila z toho, že je kradenej a že ho nalásí, to je super, to se mi líbilo. Dobrý den.
You see that dish I walked in with? Will you give her the star treatment, pal? That'll make it worth your while.
Of course, right away.
Tak ale Alice, udělej to samý.
It's by Trenet, but of course covered by Mr. Reinhardt.
Jasný, samozřejmě, to je sice pěkný. Další bez masky, tyjo.
Only one place left.
Jasný, že to bude one place left. Škoda, jsem myslel, že to byl třeba nějaký achievement, že takhle, když na to budeme hrát, ale asi ne.
The finest music
She's us.
I must go. I must go. Even one more note shall prove my undoing.
OK, takže to taky nebylo.
Got one place left though.
And if that proves to be fruitless?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Takže už jenom nám zbývá ta poslední obchod, kde by to mohlo být. Což bylo jasný, že to takhle asi bude. Všechny obchody jsme se samozřejmě mohli projít až teď a nemusel jsem vás zdržovat už takhle z začátku, ale já jsem prostě zvyklý si to všechno nejdřív projít, než jdeme na hlavní úkol. Tak, dobrý den, jsme se jednou viděli.
Hey pal, you want to help out the little lady?
Yes, of course. Interesting, isn't it? Original Sander Cohen. He calls it miasma.
I'm sorry, but I know precious little about art.
That box.
Ale v sebe, asi ono, to je ten box, že jo? Nice, ha, je tady. Bezva. Tak, máme tady ten obchod. Máme tu masku, kterou potřebujeme, aby jsme se tam dostali.
Would you mind if I return tomorrow for further education?
I shall be here at your service. Until tomorrow.
OK, takže Elizabeth, máme masku, udělala si distraction hodně dobrou.
You've located the mask.
Third time's the charm.
All right, it's best we head back to Cohen's.
Ano, do třetice všeho dobrého, což je pomalu u 90% her bývá, že všechno jde až na potřetí udělat.
For that you can thank my father.
Oh yeah?
He was a man comfortable in a variety of roles.
Mně se líbí, jak je to tady hlavně udělaný, že oni se jakoby vůbec neznají. Že tady vlastně mluvila o tom svém otci, že se vůbec neznají o vlastně z hlavního příběhu. Což se mi líbí a na druhou stranu je to takovej trošku podivný.
So, what kind of field you in?
Field?
Yeah, you know, occupation. Can't imagine what kind of employment would lead you to tag along on a job like this.
I suppose you could say I work in debt collection.
Zajímavý. Tak jdeme dovnitř. Ano, samozřejmě, že půjdeme dovnitř.
Ah, very well. Mr. Cohen awaits your participation at his performance.
No, vidíš, jak to jde.
So who is this fellow Cohen? Some sort of underworld figure?
Worse. He's an artist.
An artist who kidnaps children.
Cohen's muse is a bit more diverse. I've seen his type. Gets an idea in his head, end a conversation. Don't matter who gets hurt.
Okay, takže ten Cohen je vlastně umělec, OK? Tak pojďme dovnitř. Wow! Trošku jsem se léknul teda. Wow! To už mi nedělejte tohle. Ty králíci tady jak běhají, ne? I takhle, oni tam jakoby tam jsou dole a tady vidíte jenom stín, to je zajímavý. Prostě ta hra světla a stínu tady v této hře prostě i s těma doplňkovýma grafickýma efektama, to je úplně nádhera tady, to se mi strašně.
No. Why do you fail in this fashion? To embarrass me in front of my muse? My muse shall not be mocked.
To je on asi, co?
Fitzpatrick, please, the stick. For God's sake.
Wow!
My muse shall not be mocked. Get them out of here. There shall be no failure on my canvas. Oh. There's no room in rapture anymore for the artist.
Seš normální, oni pro tebe tancovali a ty takhle uškvaříš a zabiješ, jo? No, doufám, že to sami nechceš udělat s náma teda.
Who are you?
Name's DeWitt.
Is that right? My. This one's a real biscuit. Isn't he a biscuit, ladies?
I need to ask you a few questions.
Questions, yes. Yes, it is the work of man to ask. It is the work of the artist to answer.
You've seen this girl, haven't you?
We artists see more than most. You are more than you claim to be, little songbird. Are you not? Watch this one, DeWitt. She'll take you where you don't want to go. But I know the child in that photo is important to you. So many children. Flit, flit, flit away. I know where the girl is. And I will send you to her. In exchange, all I ask is a dance.
What?
I see something in you two. Art strips away artifice. Show me who you are, and I will show you where you need to go.
Cohen, you son of a bitch.
Mr. DeWitt.
What?
Dance with me.
OK, to já myslím, že asi nebudeme neslušný, budeme gentlemani a samozřejmě přijmeme dámy pozvání k tanci. A ještě k tomu s Elizabeth. Můžu s tebou tancovat?
Come on, DeWitt.
I shudder to think what greater price he might care to extract.
Fitzpatrick! Beauty and pain. They can be no more separated than birth and blood.
What do you think Cohen's customers do with the children? Do they?
Sometimes. But those types lack the capital of people like Ryan and Suchong.
That's a blessing.
You saw those little sisters? You so sure? But if Suchong had Sally, I'd know it.
How?
As I tied him to a chair and asked him.
So?
For 15 hours.
I don't know what to make of you, Mr. DeWitt.
No!
Listen, we're not gonna keep...
Fitzpatrick! I see suffering in you. I know how to shine a light on your pain. A moth will become a butterfly.
Mr. DeWitt! Mr. DeWitt! Are you all right?
I'm fine.
You were dreaming. You kept saying your daughter's name, Sally.
She's not my daughter.
I thought...
Pain and beauty. To an artist, they are parent and child.
Cohen?
I'm sending you to find your young one. No need to thank me. I'm not so sure you'll like what you find.
Look.
Fontaine's. Ryan sent the whole thing to the bottom.
But it's a prison now. Why would Cohen have sent Sally there?
I don't know.
Everyone has needs. I merely provide a service for those who have the means to pay. You'll find your little bird in the housewares department.
How many people do you suppose Ryan's got locked up in that place?
Enough. Fontaine had amassed something near an army. Now they're down there, spliced up and wild. All right, there's a dock up ahead.
Takes a cold son of a bitch to do that to a living person.
What's that?
Burial at sea.
You read your residency contract with Ryan Industries? In perpetuity, we're all buried at sea.
OK, takže my jsme se dostali do té Fountainsovo, by se dalo říct si je to teď vězení, ale určitě si to tady pamatujete ze dvojky i z jedničky. Vypadá to tady moc pěkně teda. Fountain Station. A my teda...
Just call me Booker.
If it's all the same to you, let's leave it at Mr. DeWitt.
OK, nechce teda, abys nám říkala Booker, tak si trhni. Ale my musíme najít Sullyho. Ale jestli teda najdeme zde Sullyho a co nás tady bude čekat ještě hlouběji v Rapture, to se nechám až na příště. Já vám velice děkuji za pozornost, doufám, že se vám tady to video aspoň trošku líbilo, pokud ano, určitě nezapomeňte dát palec nahoru, napsat nějaký pěkný komentář a já se vás budu těšit buď zde u Bioshock Infinite Burial at the Sea, anebo nějakého jiného let's playe a ahoj!